Welcome to Akihabara. My name is Koichiro. I will be your guide for today's bike taxi tour. I'd like to introduce the attraction of Akihabara through fine food restaurants in this town. While you enjoy the real view around you, imagine on the table screen in front of you and VR video. Before start the tour, let me share some rules of this tour. First, please stay at your seat for your safety. Second, you can take a picture during the tour. However, please don't take any pictures of passengers as well as girls in mind customs handing out a flyer on the street directly. Third, please refrain from posting pictures on SNS if you can see the faces of passengers and girls clearly on them. At one place during the tour, you will get off the taxi and will wear a headset to enjoy 360 degrees VR video. Now let's start Akihabara tour. What image do you have of Akihabara? This town is well known to be an electric town or a maker of subculture. However, Akihabara is also a gourmet town where a lot of fine food restaurants of wide variety are gathering. In 2000, Akihabara became a tourist site which gathered attention from all over the world as a maker of otaku culture or subculture, famous for manga, anime, or anime films. At the same time, the town functioned as the center of IT industry. And many businesses came in, as the number of visitors and workers in Akihabara rapidly increased. The number of the restaurants I'm meeting at increased in a short period. Actually, there was Kanda vegetable and fruit market, the biggest vegetable and fruit market in Japan, in front of present JR Akihabara station from 1928 to 1989. Fresh vegetables are fruits from throughout Japan, were on the market for about 60 years. Some restaurants loved by the market works from that time still keep the business going and make the variety of restaurants in this town richer and more interesting. This tour recommends 10 restaurants in Akihabara that carefully selected by an Akihabara tourist. First, the taxi has a side street lined with small shops via JR Akihabara station. While running, let me tell you briefly how Akihabara has come to be called a maker of otaku or a maker of subculture. Until 40 years ago, Akihabara was the leading town of home electrical appliances in the world. Many stores gathered and sold the latest motion of television, radio, electric, and eating products, and many people came to the town to buy those products. Also, foreign people who came to Japan for sightseeing or business visit Akihabara to buy made in Japan brand goods of high quality and inexpensive that made good service. Thus, Akihabara flourished more and more. Many of PC lovers also loved manga or anime or video games. Naturally, shops dealing with manga, anime, and video game related goods increased greatly. Finally, present Akihabara, well known as the maker of otaku, was formed. By the way, those who love and know well manga, anime, video games, and PC are called otaku in Japan. However, for children these days, manga, anime, video games do not mean subculture anymore but mean culture, a part of their ordinary life. For them, Akihabara may be a more special place because a community of otaku in the future. You will see the letter ATRU1 after 1 on the building just in front of you. It is a station building opened in 2012. This improvised the image of Akihabara Station a lot so that famous visitors feel comfortable. Events clubs with animation are often held here. Step on here and you will realize that now you are in Akihabara. On the left-hand side is the Akihabara Radio Kaigan, the most well-known landmark in Akihabara with big yellow sign. If you took a look at shops inside, you can tell what are now in Akihabara. This is the very birthplace of PC in Japan, where NEC sold the first Mako computer kit named TK-80 in 1976. Present Radio Kaigan hosts many pop culture shops in present in Akihabara. Look at your right side. Inside of the building is Parts Market, the origin of Akihabara Electric Town. There is no other place in the world where electric parts and device shops concentrate like this. Everybody enjoys making things by hand that contributes to the development of Japan. You see a lot of duty-free store buildings around the station. In front of you is Chuo Central Street. This is the main street of Akihabara, with the very image of a mecca of otaku. Some visitors come to Akihabara to just take pictures of the street and get satisfied. Now coming into view in traveling direction is Matsubashi Bridge over Kanda River. Beyond the bridge, can you see red brick archway construction? That is the elevated railway of JR Chuo Line. Once there was Matsubashi Station there, being a terminus station where passengers changed trains or trams. The city was always but with many people. Now Matsubashi Station was rebuilt as a shopping factory, much acute, and opened in 2013. The old red brick arch and straight attraction to the factory were shops and cafe of a serious taste around your interest concentration. Look at in front of you, you can see ordinary white stop line. The advanced railway of the stop line was extended from Ryokoku to Ochanomizu in 1932. The taxi is going to run to the back street. In a short time, the first shop will be coming into view on your left side. Now let me introduce the first restaurant of Akihabara food lovers' recommendation. This is Torio Keisuke, a ramen noodle shop. Do you like ramen? Japanese ramen, first introduced from China, evolved into within Japan. Now ramen is loved and well known as one of representation created in Japan by many people in the world. There are so many different tastes of ramen with different soup such as salt, soy sauce, and miso paste base, as well as different thick of noodles. Different ramen shops offer different ramen, and you will be attracted by the diverse and deep world of ramen. Among many ramen shops in Akihabara, this Torio Keisuke is very exclusive and offers the one and only ramen. The menu to boast about of this shop is a bowl of ramen topped with roast chicken egg. The appearance of the menu is full of impact and so spectacular, so you almost shoot the excite. The creamy soup with rich chicken balls is so tasty. Other menus are also popular. For example, ramen with simo soy sauce based soup made of fish and chicken balls, and tsukemen ramen noodles. Ramen noodle service spread with very rich sauce. Try any menu of this shop, and you will never forget this unique ramen shop. Now on your right side is the eleved railway of the Sob line. And the red black arch videos is in front of you. Those arches was built in more than 100 years ago, when the first Bansebashi station was built in 1912, or the Chuo line was expanded to Tokyo Station in 1919. Next, let me introduce the so-called idol culture in Akihabara. On the 7th floor of Passy building with a red sign brought up ahead of your right on the other side of the street, PRMS Theater is located. Speaking of idol groups, the most famous one in Akihabara is AKB48. For the past dozen years also, Akihabara is a town where not only items, but also idols are produced. They will Soon you will enjoy VR experience at Onoden, where we passed by at Chuo Street. Onoden is a duty-free store and the electric's real store. Onoden deals not only in products made at visitors from foreign countries but also from Japan. For example, Japanese tradition character section is on the ground floor that introduced Japanese handwork of high quality. Not on other shops create nor display many Japanese traditional cars of high quality as well as wide range. The second and third floor are whole apparels section. The fourth floor is pop culture section, where all shops deal in pop culture related goods that represent today's Akihabara. I suppose now you feel hungry. Here, please enjoy VR video of 3 restaurants you will pass by later. With a VR headset, you can enjoy 360 degrees image as you move your head and eyes in different directions. Please enjoy expressive the virtual visit to the restaurants. It will be spectacular. was your VR expensive, and how did you like the 3 restaurants appeared in the VR video? I will give you more detailed impression of each restaurant when you pass by them later. The taxi is going around the back street. Girls in costume often hand out flyers on the street. Please refrain from taking direct photos of them and avoid posting any photos on SNS if you can see faces of passengers or those girls clearly. The next Akihabara food lovers recommendation is Akatsuka. What is your recommendation? The appearance? It looks as if time stopped here for decades, doesn't it? There is such a restaurant with a long history in Akihabara town. Akatsuka opened it in 1954 when Japanese people worked hard to rebuild the country after the Second World War. More than 60 years since then, Akatsuka has been loved by local people and watched the change of town. The wooden table and counter of the restaurant has warm atmosphere for reminds you of good old Japan. Popular menus include the miso taste stews of chicken skins and liver glazing of fresh fish in season from Toyosu Fish Market. Don't you think it's the best choice to enjoy beautiful and sophisticated Japanese cuisine? Represent Japanese changing seasons with chic. Nowadays, the restaurant has more young ladies and foreign guests in addition to long-time recruited guests and office workers of the neighborhood. Please feel the history of Akihabara and Japanese culture at Akatsuka. There is Kotobukiya, one of the top figures and flaked modern makers in Japan, or Super Potato, a well-known retro video game shop in and out of Japan. There are many interesting shops on the back street. The street in front of you is Kanda Myojin Shita Street. Can you see a building across the road with great pink ribbon and heart subject object? That is a mark of at-home cafe. A well-known and popular mind cafe in Akihabara. Welcome to by my son. You enjoy the excited world forgetting your ordinary life. Quite similar to Japanese tradition Ozashiki Asobi, culture in which you are attended by Michael-san. The taxi takes Chiyo Street, the main street in Akihabara, to get to the next restaurant. Soft map, Akiba personal computer, and the Dijanju store on your left side has esports studios Akiba on the 7th floor. Do you know esports? Esports is a practice of electrician sports and a form of competition using computer games or video games. On your left side is Jichun store. Jichun is a gaming machine brand Japanese PC market mouse computer. PC market was lackluster a few years ago, but it is getting scarce again. One factor is heavy demand for PC with the necessary space for virtual meeting, telework, or remote work under the graduation pension. Jijun is a gaming machine brand Japanese PC mouse computer. PC market was lackluster a few years ago. One factor is heavy demand for PC with the necessary space for virtual meeting, telework, or remote work under the coronavirus pandemic. This Chiyo Street turns into a pedestrian station present on every Sunday. Many people enjoy walking on the car-free street. In autumn, the leaves of roadside ginkgo trees turn bright yellow and look very beautiful. By the way, one of the reasons why ginkgo is often chosen as a tree is because it is strong against fire, as its trunks and leaves keep a lot of water. Those roadside ginkgo trees block strong sun of summer season and boost carbon dioxide and improve the environment, and moreover products from fire. Now let me introduce another Akihabara food lovers recommendation. The third one is Akihabara Nagomido, a cafe located on the basement floor of the building on the opposite corner. It appeared in the VR video. The concept of the cafe is Taste of Daiso area from 1912 to 1926, when juniper culture was introduced into Japanese lifestyle. Old books and natural filters created a nice space with natural taste, and anyone can't help taking pictures. Not only that, showrooms renting old pieces as well as better talented are available. Because of this good service, quite a few people work from Nagomido. By the way, a Japanese word Nagomi, used in the name of the cafe, means feeling of calming and relaxing. If you visit Akihabara Nagomido, the cafe should relax your heart. Let me introduce next Akihabara food lovers recommendation. The fourth restaurant is Kyusha. It is on your right-hand side, the opposite side of the road. If you ask the Japanese people which food do you like most, a cuisine always among the top is a hamburger. Hamburger originally came from overseas and evolved in unique within Japan. Just like ramen noodle, today's hamburger is popular food and loved by people of a wide age group. Hamburger in Japan is so soft that many friends from a guest and are just after having a bite. Popular and hamburger restaurant in Akihabara is the Gyusha. Hamburger made of 100% beef, including famous Wagyu. It's very juicy and has a delicate and soft feel in the mouth. Take one bite, and the meat flavor speed sauce your mouth. Please make a choice among 5 different sauces, such as parsley or garlic. Another popular menu here is curry and rice topped with the popular hamburger. Curry is so service and have plenty of baked meat and shinju sweetened in red wine and is talked about a lot. Believe or not, the restaurant offers a big side hamburger as heavy as 1 kilogram. Why don't you try to have hamburger to make unforgettable memory in Akihabara? Let me introduce next Akihabara food lover recommendation. The fifth restaurant is Bengalu. The previous restaurant Gyusha has a curry menu, and Bengalu is a curry special restaurant. Korea also came from overseas and evolved in unique ways in Japan, just like ramen noodle and hamburger. It is common in Japan to have curry with rice, and curry and rice is a regular menu of school lunch in elementary and junior high school, and many Japanese people love it since their childhood. Among many Korean specialty restaurants in Akihabara, Bigo boasts the longest history. It opened it in 1973. Since then, it has been loved by people in Akihabara for almost 50 years. The long side that some guests who used to come to Bengalu when they were young often visit the restaurant again with their family. The restaurant has a comfortable atmosphere that makes you feel at home, and young ladies often visit here to enjoy nice career in a relaxing space. All career menus are cooked here with special career powder made by making various spears and herbs. Representative menu is filling beef clear with chunk of beef meat. Besides that, popular menus include the beef clear topped with cheese and baked in an oven, vegetable clear with plenty of vegetables in season, which is more than 15 kinds. After enjoying space carrot and rice, sweet cool lassi with cinnamon along with beet the spot. Please try those special clear and rice with long history that you can enjoy while in Akihabara. Let's move on to next Akihabara food lovers recommendation. The sixth shop I introduce is a main cafe named Honey, a period in VR video. It is one of so-called country place cafes, where waitresses in mind customers welcome guests as their master or apprentice and give them hospitality. Honey is a very popular mind cafe with men and women. Even beginners who never been to any mind cafe would enter easy. Honey's good point is its friendly minds who welcome guests with hospitality and delicious handmade food. You can enjoy omelette rice, a which made sandwich, cute with ketchup, or homemade cake baked at cafe every day. For example, price almost the same with common cafes. The cafe offers such a wide flow of drinks that group of people choose Honey instead of trying to enjoy drinking party, and a business person after work often stop by alone. Let's move on to next shop of Akihabara food lovers recommendation. The seventh floor I introduce is Testo Izogaya, Little TGV, located on the fourth floor of the building on the left-hand side of you. This channel also appears in VR video. It's said that there are about 2 million trains in Japan. Little TGV is a very unique travel station with the concept of Japanese railway. One step inside and you will see real train sets are reused and large railway diagram is displayed. It's just like a railway theme park. Menus are also unique. Everything has something to do with railway or train, such as drink of the colors of Shinkansen, float train, or decide steak will remind you birthing red hot course and entertain your plate as well as ice. Train induces as well as who and so knowledge about railway. Both children and adults will have happy time in Testo Izagaya, or railway theater, Little TGV. Families with children often visit here on the weekends. Once you visit Little TGV, you may totally be fascinated by the world of railway. Let me introduce next Akihabara food lovers' recommendation. The eighth restaurant is Pizzeria and Bar Noga. With its picture set this year, hotels aiming at tourists have been built one after another. Noga Hotel on the left-hand side is also a new hotel, built in 2020. A restaurant on the ground floor of the hotel is Pizzeria and Bar Noga. This special restaurant consists of calm restaurant area and greater bar area, and its high-class aesthetics makes this place to be a chic spot for soil inclination. Pizzeria and Bar Noga branding offers symmetry interior of fine taste cooked with carefully selected ingredients. Their specialty is Mexican pizza, or large size than your face. Smells so nice and tasty. Baked in good pizza, often from Napoli in Italy. Fresh raw ham, sliced and served on order, and hot pigeon are perfect side dishes that go well with alcohol drinks. They have about 100 kinds of wine carefully circulated by sommeliers. This is indeed an ideal restaurant to spend special time with some import for you, all beloved. If you like, you can reserve the restaurant for big parties, such as wedding after party as well as farewell or welcome party. The party guests should be so surprised and impressed by the restaurant, as they never experienced such a stylish state in Akihabara. Next, I introduced the nice shop of Akihabara food lovers recommendation. Kanda Tamagoken, a shop with yellow sign, located in the depot of a natural alleyway on your right side. The menu is many restaurants in Japan is omelette rice. Cajun flavored chicken fried rice is creped with this omelette, or topped with omelette. Delicately cooked and cut open on the rice, is very popular from adults to children. You can choose the sauce to pour on your omelette rice. Expensive popular such are light-tasted tomato sauce cooked with white wine, and rich demi-glace sauce made from beef shinju with red wine. The taxi heads for the final shop via Chuo Street. After coming back to Chuo Street, the next The taxi passed by Don Quixote, a large discount chain store. On the 8th floor of this Don Quixote building is AKB48 their studios. AKB48 worked hard to interact with fans by performing almost every day on the stage and held a handshake event where you can try to shake hands with your favorite member. Now, AKB48 has become a big name and everybody knows it. However, its members actually started from the small stage in Don Quixote building in Akihabara. Have you ever visited Kamdashir before? Kamdashir is a Shinto shire with long history, as long as 1,300 years, and represents Shinto shire in Tokyo. Located in just a 10 minutes walking distance from JR Akihabara Station. The shah introduced activities that suit the correct time. Akihabara is such a good, unique, and diverse town with a listed texture as well as a tradition event which lasts for 100 years. The more you visit and get to know Akihabara, the more you will find the town so interesting. There is Gundam Cafe in the area called Crossfield located in the traveling direction. Do you know the animation movie Suit Gundam? The first series was aired in 1979. Coin directed the same year when Sony Walkman was released. Since then, new series were made one after another to be aired on TV or scripted, really long-running anime works. From 1928 to 1989, Kanda Vegetable and Fruit Market, the biggest one in Japan, was located around here. After the market moved, this area was rebuilt as an IT hub named Crossfield and opened it in 2006. On the right side under the elevated railway, can you find Gundam Cafe? Next, first of Akihabara is Sick Base Akioka. The second base, a camera shop, sells many pro-owned cameras and interchangeable lessons. Next up is the Eco-Fun Akihabara shop, a shop specially in owned CDs and records. Final store directly managed by Final, a Japanese earphone and a headphone. Another one is Tokyo Video Games, a cafe and bar looks like Rito's Game Arcade, where you can enjoy playing games and electro. Then please look at the right-hand side. There is Akihabara branch of Taiko Lab, a Taiko or Japanese dual school of the largest school in the world. Also, there is 2K540 Akioka Tristan across By the way, Akihabara also has an art center, 3331 Arts Chiyoda. From here, it is located in front right area. Finally, I will introduce next Akihabara food lovers recommendation, the 10th shop. It is full foodie season. Do you remember that I told you at the beginning of the tour that there was the largest vegetable and fruit market, Kanda Vegetable and Fruit Market, from 1928 to 1989 in Akihabara? At that time, fresh vegetables and fruits gathered to Akihabara from throughout Japan. The shop where the atmosphere of the bustle market still remains is foodie season. When the market was to move, a family run the wholesale business opened the shop, wishing to keep the place where people can eat a lot of tasty fresh fruits. Fruit, the season's special is a very local fruit parfait. Only fruit special would be able to make this parfait, with more than 10 different kinds of fresh fruits of the season, carefully select arranged direction. Females and children, as well as males, are both get included in front of this electric parfait. Another parfait menu is sandwich made on homemade gross baked in the shop every morning. Set menu crust of the cross sandwich, small piece of fruit cut up, drink and small side profit is healthy and natural. Located a little bit side of the center of Akihabara, fruit the season is something like locals of the town. Please come to the oasis in Akihabara to refresh your body and spirit tied in the hectic city. Now I've finished introducing 10 nice restaurants of Akihabara food lovers' recommendation. Are there any shops you are interested in or you'd like to try? Then I will tell you the origin of the name of Akihabara. Tokyo frequented has a fire since Edo period. Nothing had changed in Meiji period, and there was a terrible fire in 1869. After the fire, the place around here was arranged to be a fire break. In the space, a Shinto shrine was built and 3 deities who prevent fires was invited from the imperial place and enshrined. However, people misunderstood that Akiba Daigogen, a famous deity who prevented fires, was enshrined. So people called the shell Akiba-sama and this area Akiba-Goden, no Harappa or Akibabara, meaning the field of Akiba Daigogen shell. Hara in Japanese means field or open space. This is the origin of the name Akihabara. People in other countries are often considered manga or anime for small children, but in Japan, adults also enjoy manga and anime. There have been amakimono or erotic underscore that tell story with pictures and text for more than 1,000 years in Japan. People enjoyed stories, foreign drawing, and text scrolling amakimono. You may call this a hand-operated animated movie. The amakimono of the Table of Genji is well known and descended as a national terror. Amakimono was something that will exude out, such as cult people enjoyed. Thus in Japan, manga and anime has been powerful and effective tool to convey information. They are now used in schools, companies, and even by the government. The front left side of you is Yodobashi Camera Multimedia Akiba. Yodobashi Camera is a media Japanese retail chain especially in electronic PCs, cameras, and photography equipment, and this is the second largest store in Japan after Umeda store in Osaka. My tour guide friends often say this building has a black hole because some of their guests have disappeared in the building and never come back again. The guests who fortunately could come back otherwise would say they don't understand why they were late for the meeting time. Now there is an entry to the Tsukuba Express Akihabara station on your right side. Tsukuba Express went into operation in 2005, linking between IT town Akihabara and Tsukuba city in 45 minutes. Right far side, can you see the sign with Akiba? That is a paid toilet named Asashi Akiba. There are so many good restaurants I'd like to introduce to you, as good foods in Akihabara are very rich. I shall be happy if I could have accompanied the election of the town of Otaku that you didn't know. When you visit Akihabara for sightseeing, please enjoy its unique foods and restaurants. After the tour will appear read if you take a few minutes to fill out our questionnaire before leaving. Thank you very much for joining Akihabara Hybrid Experience Tour.